pretty dark out. Just leaving now for the train station to get the night bus to Tokyo. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to head to Narita Airport and get on a plane to South Korea. This should be a very interesting trip. And about, I don't actually know, 10 hours, I guess? 10 hours later? Feels like no time at all. I am back in Tokyo again. I have about 5 hours before I need to be at the airport, which is about two hours before my flight. My flight's in about 7 hours. So have a morning in Tokyo to figure out A, how I'm going to get to the airport, and B, probably grab something to eat or something around the Shinjuku area. So that's the mission now. So it's like 27 degrees Celsius right now. And in the shade, especially with the breeze going down like a corridor, it feels totally fine. It's supposed to get up to into the 30s today. Don't know how to convert in my head. I've switched to Celsius, but I can't convert. So I think that as long as we aren't directly in the beating sun, Tokyo should be survivable next month. Well, it's 8:45, and most of the places that I would think would be open for like breakfast, like cafes, etc., are all still closed. So maybe they're going to be opening at 9. I've been sitting on a, not really a bench, but like a divider kind of thing for a while, just watching people on a crosswalk. Now I'm out exploring again. This is a pretty cool little street, actually. Got some interesting statues there. Sticking to the shade definitely helps. The great thing about Tokyo is that it's pretty easy to navigate and also stay in the shade. So the train is delayed due to a fire on the tracks. That doesn't sound good. My flight leaves at 2 o'clock. I was planning to get to the airport at about 11:30. I have my boarding pass printed out already, and I don't have any carry-on. I only have carry-on baggage. So I should be able to just walk right through security. Hopefully this won't be too big of an issue. I hope. Alright, here's my train. So I think I'm waiting for the staff to let us go aboard. They just closed the doors. A little worried about that, but everybody seems to still be waiting here. Anyway, there's free Wi-Fi on board, which is nice. So, message to parents. Once you guys get on this train at the airport, you should be able to message me to let me know how things are going. probably can get Wi-Fi in the airport too. I'm going to be investigating that while I'm there. Yep, we're all good. They were just closing the doors to clean the train. I think the delay has only cost me like 10 minutes. In America, I don't think they would have even bothered to announce a delay that short, but Japan. So, okay, I think that was pretty simple. I think I've recorded most of the process. And now I'm headed to the airport. Got a bit of a something from falling asleep on the train. I'm now off the train, just walking down towards Terminal 1. As I said before, I already have my boarding pass printed out, so hopefully I can just walk right up through security. My flight leaves in about an hour and a half. A little less time than I'd wanted to have, but still should be more than enough. I hope. You need your ticket to get out, so don't lose it. International departures. That's me. Okay, I am in the Incheon airport in Seoul. Just walked past my bus stop. I've made it. I'm in Korea. Okay, I am now properly in Seoul. First impression, a lot of hills. I'm glad that I took a bus up to this point. Tomorrow, I'm going to walk all the way down that region area and then try to walk all the way home. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I took a bus up to the Grand Hyatt, which is up behind me somewhere. There it is, up there. Very fancy. A lot of super nice cars in the parking lot. Hopped off the bus and immediately started walking to my much cheaper Airbnb, which is where I'm headed now. I'm about a quarter mile away. Really liking the neighborhood area that I'm walking through. Looks, well, really nice. I'm like right in the top of the hill, which is at the center of the city. So I figure this is a pretty expensive, probably, area. All right, I'm gonna keep heading toward the hotel, and for that I need my GPS. So I'm gonna turn off the video. So this is the neighborhood where my Airbnb is. I'm not positive exactly where it is yet, but once again, I think I've lucked out with getting a really cool spot, a really cool like local neighborhood that I probably wouldn't have ever seen if I hadn't done Airbnb. It's part of the awesomeness of Airbnb. Super cheap, and just finding the damn thing usually makes me feel much more at home at a place anyway. So this is the front stoop view from my Airbnb. Walk down there. I live in there for the time being. Let's go find some food. So there's my street. I'm right there. Here is quote-unquote Main Avenue. So I don't know if it's just the neighborhood that I'm in, but I'm in like the center of the city right now, and everything's in English. Again, I don't know if it's just this neighborhood or what, but it feels so much more international. Like I said, I've been seeing Americans all over the place, and I know that some of them are tourists, but a lot of them are walking dogs, and there's a major quarantine period to bring pets over to Asia. So that says to me that those are long-term residents who either bought their pet here or waited for that like 4 to 6 month quarantine period to expire. Very interesting. So different than Tokyo, at least in my experience of Tokyo. Alright, there's like fruit markets along the street everywhere, so I just bought what I believed was a nectarine, but the texture is like apple skin, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Nectarine, and it's absolutely delicious. Oh my god. Oh my god. It tastes like the sugary, gummy, peach flavored things you can get at Chudder's. Holy cow. This is like comically special to me. It's comically significant. This is the first like public trash can that I've seen in months. I feel like I'm in Madrid, I said to myself, literally as I was walking under this sign without even realizing it. It does. It feels like, I guess, like a mixture kind of my memories of Madrid and Barcelona, but just that sort of feel though of a international city. Like, it reminds me of New York, but it's got a lot more of these little dartways and alleyways and things than New York does, in my experience anyway. Like, it feels more organic, the way that the roads and everything work around the buildings, and there's so many little, like, alleyways big enough for just one person to walk through. Like that butcher's market thing alley that I found, which I'm probably playing footage of right now as I talk. Like, that reminds me so much of Spain.